Hey guys, it's Xtina back with another Xtina's Take, and it is Valentine's Day. So I just wanted to wish everybody a happy Valentine's Day, whether you're single, married, in a situationship, in love with yourself, which that should be the number one thing, to be in love with yourself first. Just a little wisdom there. Love yourself first before you try and love somebody else. I know a lot of people it takes a minute to get that, and no, I definitely did. But if anybody needs to hear that, hear that. Learn to love yourself first before you can love somebody else. So that's my thought of the day. Just getting off work. I'm tired, as y'all can clearly see in my face. I'm in all my natural glory. I don't even have my glasses on. I was tired of them. So, um, I don't really have anything to talk about, y'all. I just wanted to wish y'all a happy Valentine's Day. Um, Growing up hip hop, I watched that last night. If that means anything to anybody. I'm tired, y'all. I'm going off the cuff here, which I mean I usually go off the cuff anyway, but I usually have some sort of idea of what I'm going to talk about before I hit this record button. But today, not so much. So, but yeah, I did watch Growing Up Hip Hop. I kind of like that show. I tend to like Atlanta a little bit better because I don't know. It seems like all the drama takes place in Atlanta. You know, I like the Housewives of Atlanta the most. I like Married to Medicine because it's based in Atlanta, and I didn't even watch the LA franchise. I don't know why it just didn't catch my attention like that. Um, it's another Atlanta, Little Women Atlanta, Growing Up Hip Hop, and like I just tend to like Atlanta shows. Maybe because Atlanta's probably one of my favorite cities. I'm one of those people that seriously, if I had the cash, I would probably move there. And I know everybody's like, everybody always wants to move to Atlanta, and it ain't as great as everybody thinks it is, and da da da. Well, I've been there more than a few times, and I've loved each and every visit. It's just one of my favorite cities in the whole world. It's just something about the vibe there. It's just the energy there that I just haven't found anywhere else, and that's even including my hometown in Detroit. Can't say I love Atlanta more than Detroit because Detroit's home. Detroit's always going to be home for me. It's always I'm rooted there. Detroit made me. It is I am who I am because of being raised there. So, but if I was to choose another city close, near and dear to my heart, it would definitely be Atlanta. So, but yeah, but this isn't Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. This is Growing Up Hip Hop. I think this is the original Growing Up Hip Hop, like LA or whatever. I think it's mostly based in LA. So, it's actually been pretty decent this year. I'm glad they brought Brianna back. For a minute there, she worked my nerves, but you know, some days I like her, some days I don't. So, but she's definitely a character and definitely interesting to watch. So, she's not gonna guard her mouth or her actions for nothing. Um, the whole Romeo Angela thing that just from day one that just irked my nerves. One, I'm just not a huge fan of Angela Simmons. It's just something about her that rubs me wrong. I don't know if it's her demeanor or and here's the thing though, like I used to watch Run's House. If y'all remember Run's House, drop a comment and let me know. This is an old reality show, okay? This is like one of the first few reality shows with celebrities. But if any of y'all know, Run's House was a show with Run from Run DMC, and it showcased his family. And it had JoJo on there, and then Diggy, and boy, that boy grew up. Anyway, got sidetracked for a minute. That boy grew up nice, but it was Diggy, JoJo, and God forgive me, there's another little boy. Can't remember his name. He's a grown man now, but I can't remember his name. If y'all remember his name, drop a comment. Let me know. For the life of me, I'm tired. I can't remember the boy's name. And then there was Vanessa and Angela, and I actually liked Vanessa and Angela in Run's House. Like I really liked Angela in Run's House, and for some reason, I don't really like her so much on this show. I don't know what it is about her. I don't. It's just something about her demeanor just seems very cold, and I'm talking about even before the death of her ex fiance, her baby daddy or whatever. Because I know death definitely, in a sense like that, definitely changes you. So, not talking about that before that. She just, I don't know. I don't want to say disingenuous, but just something just very cold about her. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. But anyway, this whole Romeo thing with her and him, it just has irked me from the beginning. And now I think the first season it was kind of cute, but like what season we in? We in season what, 2, 3, 4, whatever season it is, and they still drawing this thing out, and it's like, okay, I'm tired of it now. It's either y'all gonna be together or y'all not. Like, I'm tired of the chasing and the back and forth, and they, oh, I don't know, he's just a friend, and oh, she's just a friend, and I mean, it's just, it's getting tiring. Just, I'm actually at the point I'm glad they ain't speaking. Don't speak, cause I'm about tired of this. Let's find somebody else for Angela. Hell, let's find somebody else for Romeo, cause I don't really see them two. Anyway, so yeah, she kind of irks my nerves. Like, she just, I don't know. I fast forward through a lot of her stuff. I don't. It's just, yeah, whatever. Um, I think the most interesting storyline so far is the whole Sam, Egypt, Peppa, TT thing. So, I think I'm like with everybody else. I feel like Sam's opportunistic. I mean, I know, I'm sure he damn well knew who she was before he met her. And from what they're saying in the storylines, it seems like he kind of worked his way into the family. Like, he set himself up to be part of the family. So I don't know. He just is very sketchy to me, as he is to like everybody else. So, and then Egypt, oh baby, she's just young, Sam is gonna be what I call her growing pains. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't faulting her for that. We was all young, dumb, and in love with the wrong person at some point. Especially at that age, this is what I call growing pains. I've been through it. Lord knows I've been through it. I had my growing pains, honey. So I can't judge the girl for that. She young. She don't know no better. This seems like her first real love, her first, I ain't gonna say first boyfriend, but maybe her first real love or whatever, intense relationship or whatever, or her first real relationship. So I just hope he don't do her too dirty. That's all I can say about that. But what I am surprised about is like Peppa. It's like, boo, like she just, I know Peppa's like always been like this fun loving, free spirited personality. But this season, I don't know what's going. She seemed like she just a little extra slow to me, just a little extra dingy. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with her, and I ain't liking it because I know a woman of your age should not be co-signing whatever. I don't know. I don't know. She just seems like really extra dingy this season. I don't know what's going on with her, and I don't know what's going on with that face of hers either, because she's definitely, and I'm not saying she's not a beautiful woman. She's actually pretty to me, but yeah, just look at her neck and look at her face. She's definitely had something done there. She's had some tweaks done. But I give her credit. The tweaks aren't so bad that she's got that plastic look that everybody's got now, which is irritating the hell out of me. Like, I'd rather, honestly, y'all, seriously, I'd rather look like this in all my natural ratchetness glory, because it's all me. This is all a woman of a certain age, 40 some years face. Okay. I'd rather look like this, because this is what aging looks like. This is what a woman my age looks like. Supposed to, anyway. I mean, granted, I'm a few extra pounds over, whatever. But I'd rather honestly look like this than to look like some of these plastic girls out here. Like, they just all, at this point, they just all look the same to me, and it's just so unappealing. It's like, it's so much beauty in naturalness. It really, in the flaws, there's beauty in the flaws. I've always felt that way. You know what I'm saying? I've always felt like the little flaws, the little cracks, there's beauty in it. There's a story in that face. There's a story in my face. I've lived a life, honey. I've gone through some shit, and it's in my face and in my body. But it tells a story, and it tells a story of a survivor. It tells a story of a woman who wouldn't let this world break her, no matter how hard the world tried. You know what I'm saying? So it's a woman who learned to love herself despite everything. I used to have like really low self-esteem, and I had to work really hard to learn how to love myself. And I love every inch of me. It ain't perfect by no means, you know what I'm saying? But I learned to love it. So I don't know. Like I said, I'd rather have all this naturalness going on here. And I ain't a fan of it every day. It be some days I look in the mirror like, bitch, you looking real ratchet right now. But you know what? You still, in all your ratchetness glory, you're still beautiful. I still have to tell myself that, but I have to believe it. And like I said, I'm not saying that at some point maybe I run into $1 million or I hit the lottery whatever. Who's to say I might not get a little Botox? You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that, but I probably wouldn't even do that because I just can't see no needles being stuck in my face. But I'm just saying, if y'all get the point, like it's uniqueness in everybody's face when it's natural. There's a uniqueness there. No two faces, even twins, no two faces look the same. You know what I'm saying? So so I don't know. I don't like this plastic look. And everybody on Instagram and everybody on Facebook and everybody on reality TV seems to have this unnatural look to them. I mean, if that's what y'all want to call pretty, like for instance, Kim Kardashian. I seriously, back in her well, she's still in her heyday, but back in the beginning, like when she was first being known for them first few years before she got Hollywood all up in her head or whatever, like I really thought she was probably one of the most beautiful women. Like she was in my top 5 of most beautiful women. And now I look at her and I don't know exactly I still can't pinpoint exactly what she's done to her face, but I know that it's very different than what it looked like 10 years ago when she started this thing. And it's not different in like an aging sort of way. You know what I'm saying? And I just think it's a shame because I don't think she's as pretty as she was before she started getting this work done on her face. You know what I'm saying? Like I look at Kylie, like you're 20 something years old and you looking like you're 30, baby, because you've had all these fillers and all this shit put in your face that you really didn't need in your face. Now, I ain't gonna lie now. I ain't a huge fan of them lips that she had. Not, maybe she need to plump. I don't think she should have plumped them up as much as she did. But maybe put a little bit here and there. Now, I ain't gonna lie. If I had some money, I probably would put a little filler in my lips. I would not go overboard like her or like, what's that bitch? Kim Zolciak and her daughter. Like, that's just ridiculous. It doesn't look natural. It doesn't even look appealing. And I ain't gonna lie, I'll probably get this top one plumped up just tad bit, because I have always not liked my thin lips. I've always said I had white girl lips, and please, white people, don't take offense, because we're known for our natural full lips, and I just don't have a natural full lip at all. So, but anyway, and then I look at people like Kim Zolciak, like you weren't an ugly girl, like she wasn't the prettiest woman I've ever seen, but she by no definition was she ugly on any level. You know what I'm saying? And I see what she's done to her face, and I seen a picture of her the other day, and it looked like she like a god dang it on blow up doll. I've seen blow up dolls look better than her and more natural than her. Like, it's ridiculous what this woman's done to her face. Like, y'all just please learn to love yourselves, even in all y'all flaws and all the things that you think that everybody is paying attention to. And I can tell you, people not, they really not, they can care less. You know what I'm saying? I have people tell me all the time, you're so, like, my skin, I don't think I have good skin. You know what I'm saying? I had wonderful skin in my 20s. I didn't go through the adolescent phase with the acne and all that. Like, beautiful, smooth skin, like not a pimple in sight. And then I got adult onset acne, which actually was a little traumatizing for me. It really was, because I was already insecure anyway at that point in my life. And so I got adult onset acne, and come to find out it was because I had a fertility thing called PCOS, and anybody who has that knows it's a hormonal imbalance, and with the hormonal imbalance, acne comes, and sometimes facial hair and stuff like that. So anyway, as you can see, I have, and I know I'm giving way too much information, but somebody came to visit me this month, and it always breaks me out. So, anyway, so I look at my face and I see all these acne scars and all these blemishes and stuff on my face. And like I said, I've learned to love my face. My face is my face. It is what I was born with, what God made me look like. I ain't got no choice but to be happy with it. And Lord knows I ain't got money for plastic surgery, so I really ain't got no choice to be happy with it. I could enhance it with makeup. I'm just never been that chick to take that much time to put a full face of makeup on. Every blue moon, you might catch me with some lip gloss or some lipstick and maybe some eyeshadow and some other stuff. But I'm not doing all that contouring and foundation and concealer and whatever. It's like so much stuff out here now that I just don't have the time for it. What you see, baby, is what you get. Okay, what you see is what you get. But anyway, so I have a lot of people, and this goes to show how something that's insecure to me, or something that maybe bothers me a little bit, I've been told like a lot, oh my gosh, you have such beautiful skin. And I'm like, wait, what skin is you looking at? Because I don't see that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I see a pretty decent face. You know what I'm saying? But the skin, all I see is the little bumps and the blemishes and the moles and the freckles and the, like, what skin is you talking about? But like I said, something that I see other people not paying attention to. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, what's big to us, people not even paying attention to. So why even mess with yourself like that? Like, I don't get it. I'm not saying I would never get nothing done. If I ever had the money, like I said, I might do a little filler or something just to see what it look like. You know what I'm saying? A little lip injection or something like that. I'm not saying that. I'll definitely probably get my boobs worked on, not implants because they're big, but I'll probably get them lifted. You know what I'm saying? I ain't above it. But I just think it needs to be tasteful. Just think people take it too far. Like, I still want to look like myself. Okay, so anyway, that was about it. Jersey. I watched The Housewife of New Jersey. I'm actually a real big fan of the Housewives of New Jersey. I love Atlanta first, but New Jersey comes like a close second or third for me. I really, really do like that franchise, and I've liked it since the very beginning. I love Italians. I do. I love the clannishness of it. I love the clannishness of most cultures. Most cultures are what you would call like a clan, and they have that clannish mentality, which I love. And for some reason, well, not for some reason, we have a reason, but us as African Americans are not in that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, part of the reason I love Showers of Sunset, and part of the reason why I love Showers of Sunset is you can tell they're a true tribe. They're the traditions, they're just that feeling. There's a tribe there. I worked for a Jewish company for a number of years, like many, many, many moons ago when I lived in Detroit. And we have a fairly sizable Jewish population there. And so I worked for a Jewish company. And that was one of the things that impressed me most about learning about Jewish people, because I didn't know that much about Jewish people before I started working. I knew about Hanukkah and, that, but I didn't really know anything about them and the religion and the culture. And I really had come to admire them because they really are a tribe and they really adhere to that. You know what I'm saying? They don't even have to like each other, but they're going to have each other's back just on the strength that they're Jewish. You know what I'm saying? So I I appreciate that. So that's why I tend to like shows like Jersey, and why I tend to like shows like Shaw's of Sunset. One, just to see how different cultures live. And two, like I said, I like the clannishness of it. And one of the things I loved about Jersey was that it really was the first Housewives franchise, which was really centered around family, because you had, oh, was it the first season? It was what, Caroline and Dina, which were the sisters who were married to the brothers. And then you had Jacqueline, who was married to their brother. So she was their sister-in-law. So it was all kind of centered around this family. And then Teresa, who was a childhood friend of theirs, so who she was like family to them for a minute anyway. So, I like that. And then when they brought the sister, Melissa in, it really became about these two families again, the Gorgas and the Manzos or whatever. So I like the family feel of it, although they beefed, but I still like the family feel of it. So I don't know what to say about Jersey. I like Jersey. I know, what's that girl, Jennifer, that Turkish girl, honey, she is so obnoxious. I couldn't sit at a table with her, because all my little hood and get over that came out with her, honey. Like, I just couldn't. She's just so obnoxious. Like, just, you could tell she knew money, honey. You could tell she happy she don't got herself a doctor, honey. And she's just obnoxious with the richness. It's just like, you just want to throw it in everybody. So yeah, bitch, we know you're rich. We know it. We get it. You're rich. You don't have to put other people down. Especially when she put a birthday kids party down. Like, bitch, really? Really? It's a kid's birthday party. You know how my now I ain't gonna lie. I am big on birthday parties for my daughter. Only because if I'm a Christmas baby, for y'all that don't know. So as honored as I am to share a birthday with Jesus, I'm also sharing a birthday with Jesus. So that kind of overshadows my birthday, okay? And we know Christmas is like the biggest holiday of the freaking year. And so that really kind of overshadows my birthday. So I've never really had a party because it's Christmas. If I had a party, it was always like the week before, or The week after, and we know the week after is New Year's, so it still really ain't about me. It's still about New Year's, you know what I'm saying? So, but as a child, I really didn't have a party. And but my mama and grandma did an excellent job of having a Christmas baby, of acknowledging that it was my birthday. We would open we would open our Christmas gifts and celebrate Christmas during during the day. And then the evening at dinner time is when we would celebrate my birthday. And she would always get me a cake, and they would always give me extra presents. And, my brother would always get mad because he's like, I don't understand why she gets extra gifts. But they would always give me 3 or 4 extra gifts to acknowledge that it was my birthday as well. So, they did a great job for what they could do. But I mean, who gonna throw a party on Christmas? So everybody's with their family. So that's why I'm really big on parties with my daughter. And I am one of those parents, and I happen to be lucky that my daughter was born during tax season. So I am actually able to give her nice parties. So I am big on that, only because I guess I'm living vicariously through her at this point. Um, but still, my parties and everything, that like, honey, I'll throw some pizza together in a damn minute. Her first birthday party, I'm like, I knew she wasn't gonna remember. We simply had a gathering at the house, and I don't even think it was that many kids there. I think it was mostly adults to celebrate her birthday. She had no clue what the hell was going on. All I know, she was just happy that a lot of people came to see her. You know what I'm saying? That's all I remember from that. You know what I'm saying? I had people at the house. I bought some food from Publix. I think I had somebody bring some stuff. I had like a little potluck, whatever. Got her cake. Like, it's her first birthday. Nobody remembers. So that's a kid's party. Like, how the hell you gonna put down a kid's party, Jennifer? Like, that's, child, you have no clue what the real world is like. You have no clue what struggle is, child. And I really do feel sorry for those who have no clue what struggle is. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for my struggles. You know what I'm saying? I really am. I mean, don't get me wrong. I have my moments where I want to throw in a towel and give up. And this year has been a particularly very hard year. But at the same time, I'm thankful for them because it grounds me in reality. It grounds me. If I was to blow up for whatever reason and become famous for whatever reason tomorrow, I'm thankful I'm becoming famous at the age that I'm becoming famous at, because I've lived a whole life before fame. Not saying I'm ever going to become famous. I'm not saying that. But if that were to happen for whatever reason, and I'm not even seeking fame. I don't even think, I'm too private of a person. I don't think, doing this YouTube thing is different because I get to talk about what I want to talk about. I get to control the narrative. You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't even think I would really want to be famous. I'm way too private for that. I don't want my privacy invaded in that way. Um, but what was I gonna say? Um, but like I said, if I was to ever, for whatever reason, I become famous, I'm thankful at this age because, like I said, I've lived a whole real life, paycheck to paycheck life, wondering where my next meal gonna come from life, catching a bus in 3 feet of snow, no lie, no cap as they call it, life. You know what I'm saying? And so that gives you a different perspective on things. You know what I'm saying? I actually feel bad for those who've never had to struggle for anything, because they have they wouldn't know how to make it. Like, I can make it with $2 in my pocket. I can make it with 20 million in my pocket. Either way, I'm gonna find a way to survive. So, it's called being resourceful and a lot of prayer. A lot of prayer. Got to give the man upstairs a lot of credit, because if it wasn't for him, honey, if it wasn't for him. But anyway, that's it, you guys. All-Star basketball this weekend, NBA. I usually watch it. Probably gonna try and catch it since I'm home. Don't have to work this Sunday, so it's just gonna be emotional. I'm trying to mentally prepare myself because I'm still nowhere near over this whole Kobe thing. I don't think none of us is a collective are. It's just, I think it's kind of settled with us as a collective a little bit, but it still hurts very much. So I'm just mentally trying to prepare myself because I know it's going to be like a lot of tributes and stuff. So, but anyway, you guys enjoy your Valentine's Day. Love on yourselves, love on others. It's not about the gifts, although I did get a nice one. Let me show it. My hubby gave me, and my daughter gave me a nice gift. Excuse this ratchet house. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I was trying to show it. Yay. I got my chocolates. He gives me the same thing every year, but God bless him. So thank you, hubby, for that. But yeah, like I said, love on each other. Love on yourself first. That's the most important kind of love besides your love for God, if that's what y'all believe in. I definitely do. I love my God. Jesus Christ. and just have a great, loving day. Some of y'all gonna make some babies. Some of y'all not. So I that's a little too much information. Anyway, y'all have a great Valentine's Day. And like I said, let's talk. Y'all drop that comments, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and let me hear from you. Let me know what you think, and let me know what your opinions. And like I said, I will take any suggestions on any topics that y'all want me to talk about. Because like I said, this little lady with this little mouth right here got a lot to say about a lot of things. So and some things I just don't think about. So maybe y'all can think for me. Give me some ideas, y'all. Let me know what's up. All right, that's Christina's take. Let's talk.